G'day DM fans, welcome back to another deck profile. And in today's profile, we're going to have a look at my Gajirabute deck. So this is Gajirabute, or one of my proxies. Gajirabute's actually a really hard card to find. It was released in the latest sets. It's like a super rare, ultra rare or something. But yeah, anyway, I turned this guy. I don't remember his name. He's like Black Feather of Rage or something like that. He's from the base set. So I basically turned him into a 6 mana. He's got 3,000 power. Yeah, if you guys are interested in these kinds of proxies, I made a video on how I make these proxies a couple months ago, so you guys can go back and find that if you're interested in seeing how I make these proxies. But yeah, this guy is actually a really good candidate for a Gajirabute proxy, because all you got to do is scrub out a bit of writing on the end, and it just reads, when you put this creature into the battle zone, destroy one of your opponent's shields, which that's basically what Gajirabute does. So Gajirabute, he's a demon command as well. He's 6 mana, 3,000 power. When you summon it, you basically destroy one of your opponent's shields. So it's kind of like Bomb Idiot Steel Dragon. But yeah, I've made a deck around this card, and yeah, let's get stuck into the profile. First up, we have a playset of Essence Elf. Yep, great support card, makes us play our spells earlier, as well as a playset of Fairy Life, which basically does the same thing, ramps up the mana so we can play stuff earlier. Next, I've got 3 Bronze Arm Tribe. I'm running Soul Swap in this deck, so we need to help build up the mana. We want to basically summon Gajirabute using Soul Swap. Speaking of Soul Swap, I've also got a full playset of proxies of this good old Soul Swap. Yep, 3 mana, shield trigger. Basically swap out a card from your battle zone into your mana zone, basically. You guys know what Soul Swap does. So yeah, that's how we basically want to summon Gajirabute, put Gajirabute into our mana zone, use Soul Swap to play it. Basically, Earth Power made a deck very similar to this one. So yeah, props to him for coming up with this cool strategy using Soul Swap and Gajirabute. Next up, I got a play set of Aqua Hulkus. Yep, draw power, Aqua Hulkus, he's in everything. Next up, I've got 2 Eureka Chargers. Now, this card's actually really good with Gajirabute and Essence Elf and Fairy Life. Fairy Life, Essence Elf, turn 2, Eureka Charger, turn 3, Gajirabute, turn 4. That's a very good play, straight up. Next, I got 2 Coral. We don't have many 5 mana cards in this deck, so I just decided to put in 2 Coral to sort of flesh out the 5-drop slot. And he's also good with this next card. This card's actually one I have never seen before played, but I'm putting it into this deck because why not? I've got 2 Shock Hurricane. So basically what this card does, return any number of your creatures from the battle zone to your hand, and then you may choose that many creatures on your opponent's side of the field and return them to his hand. So basically what we're going to do with Shock Hurricane is we're going to bounce our own creatures back to our hand, mainly Gajirabute, so we can keep abusing his ability. But we can also bounce back other creatures like Aqua Hulkus, Bronze Arm Tribe, even Coral, so that we can use their effect again. And in doing that, we are also bouncing back our opponent's creatures. So let's say we have like an Aqua Hulkus and a Gajirabute on the field. We can use Shock Hurricane to bring those 2 cards back to our hand and then bounce 2 of our opponent's big creatures back to the hand. And then obviously on our next turn, we can summon Gajirabute again and burn another shield. So yeah, Shock Hurricane, I think, can be quite useful when you are using him with Gajirabute. So yeah. Next up, I've got 3 Aqua Surfer, just a bit of shield trigger goodness. We can also use it on our own Gajirabute if we want to, if we're feeling a bit risky, we can bounce back our own Gajirabute and summon it again to get its effect. But yeah, good shield trigger. Next up, I've got 3 Bloody Squiddo. Just a bit of early game defense. This is basically a control deck, so it's good to have a few blockers to build up a bit of defense against rush tanks. Next up, I've got 2 Cranium Clamp. Yeah, Cranium Clamp, again, is really good with Essence Elf and Fairy Life, because we can play Cranium Clamp on turn 3, which is quite brutal. Next up, I've got 3 Terrapits. Yeah, bit of shield trigger goodness. Essence Elf makes them cost less. Yep, destroy stuff. And of course, we have the full play set of Proxy Gajirabutes. Yeah, Gajirabute's a pretty cool card. He's also a demon command as well, so you can potentially evolve him into different things. But yeah, guys, that's my Gajirabute deck. Yeah, pretty fun deck to play. Yeah, definitely. Gajirabute, it's just one of those cards you just want to keep summoning it to to use its effect. So you don't really have to attack your opponent's shields. You just have to use Gajirabute to burn all their shields, and then one of your creatures can swing in and job done. So yeah, with Gajirabute, we can get him. We can get him from our mana zone. We can bounce him back from the battle zone back to our hand using Shock Hurricane and cards like that. So yeah, there's plenty of ways for us to get Gajirabute back and keep summoning him and abusing his effect. So there you go, guys. That's my Gajirabute deck. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.